Today, we are going to create a new field in our account table, and that field is going to be a lookup to another table in Dynamics 365. So let's get started. I have my active account table here, and I have a client. We'll go back to BIMI Industries, and we want to create a lookup field to the contact where we can fill in something beyond just the primary contact at this account. We want to track who is our billing contact. So in order for me to do that, I need to create a lookup field that links to that contact record. So let's do it. First thing we do is switch over to the make.powerapps builder. We go to the account table, and then we go to our columns. And when we create this new column, we give it a name, in this case, billing contact, and we give it a data type. The data type here is a lookup, and it's a lookup field. Now, there's one thing here called a customer field. The difference between a regular lookup and a customer field is a customer field can be either an account or a contact. The lookup field itself is always to just one specific table. So most of the time you're going to use the lookup field. So now I've created a lookup. I've determined, is it going to be a required field? We're going to leave it as optional for now. And then we're going to decide if we want to allow form fill assistance, which I usually leave on. Now in this next step is we need to determine what is the related table. We type in the word contact here, and it finds the contact table for us. There's nothing we need to change down here. Click save, and we have just created that lookup to our billing contact field. Okay, now that the billing contact field has been created, and we can look down our list here, and there it is, billing contact. We're going to scroll back up to the top. We're going to click on account in our navigation to go back to our forms. We're going to open up the main account form, and we are going to add that field into our most left-hand column on the account form. So let's search for that field, and let's drop it down here. I'll put it underneath the parent account record. There it is. There's billing contact. So the next thing you want to look at is on the right side of the form, you can make some changes. I like to do a few things. Sometimes I turn off disable most recently used items because that can carry over previously updated records, and it might end up being very confusing. So usually I turn off disable most recently used items. I also will scroll down here, and I will go down to the filtering area, and I will say I want to filter this by related rows, and that way I can make sure that I am looking at only contacts where the contact has the company name as the account. And then we are going to save and publish this out. Next, we want to add this field to one of our views. So we'll click on account, and we'll go to views, and we'll open up our My Active Accounts view. Could be any of the views in the system you can add it to. And once again, we search for the billing contact field. I'm going to drop it on the form here right after the relationship table. Save and publish. And once we're done publishing, we'll go back into CRM. We'll do a refresh of our application. We'll see we now have a billing contact field. So if I click on that, I can choose then any of the contacts that are associated specifically with BIMI Industries because we made that filter. So I'm just going to say that Joe Harris is our billing contact. Click save and close. And when we look at this view now of my active accounts, we'll see under this company, Joe Harris is our lookup for the billing contact. Thank you for following along on our video today. Please reach out to us at enCloud9 if you have any questions. Contact information is below. Have a great day.